Princess Sophia always believed that even the smallest object in the castle had a story to tell, whether it was an old quill in the library or a teacup in the dining room. She loved discovering where things came from and what made them special. But she never imagined that one day she would stumble upon something far more magical than she could ever expect. It all began early one morning when Princess Sophia walked to the castle hallway on her way to visit Cedric. She wanted to ask him about a charm she found in the royal garden the previous night. But as she turned the corner near the storage room, a soft, flickering glow caught her eye. It looked like a tiny spark floating in the air, glowing bright and then dimming again. Curious as always, Princess Sophia stepped closer. The glow seemed to be coming from something lying on the floor. She knelt down and gently picked it up, brushing away a thin layer of dust. Her eyes widened when she realized what she was holding, a small wand. But this wasn't Cedric's wand or any wand she had seen before. This one was smaller, decorated with tiny star-shaped carvings, and felt unusually warm in her hand. However, as she examined it, Princess Sophia noticed something else. The wand was cracked right down the center, glowing unevenly with tiny flickers of magic struggling to escape. It reminded her of a candle losing its flame. "Oh no, you're broken," Princess Sophia whispered softly, holding the wand carefully. She didn't know whose wand it was or how it ended up there, but she knew one thing for sure. She had to fix it. Just then, Clover hopped over, twitching his nose. "What do you have there, Princess Sophia? Looks like something mighty sparkly." "I think it a magical wand," Princess Sophia replied. "But it's damaged. I need to find out how to fix it." Clover tilted his head. "Maybe Cedric knows something. He's the magic guy around here." Princess Sophia nodded. "You're right. Let's go ask him." Holding the wand as gently as if it were a delicate flower, Princess Sophia hurried towards Cedric's workshop. The door was half open, and inside she heard Cedric muttering, as usual, about perfecting a spell. When she stepped in, he looked up, startled. "Princess Sophia, what brings you? Wait, what is that?" Cedric's eyes immediately locked onto the glowing wand. "I found it in the hallway," Princess Sophia explained. "It looks magical, but it's broken. Do you know what it is?" Cedric slowly took the wand from her hands, examining it with great seriousness. This is not an ordinary wand," he said finally. "This belongs to the Royal Repair Fairy." Princess Sophia blinked in surprise. "Royal Repair Fairy? Who is that?" Cedric cleared his throat. "She is a fairy who specializes in fixing magical objects. She's the only one who can repair some of the kingdom's most powerful enchanted items. But if her wand is broken, then she must be unable to perform her magic." Princess Sophia gasped. "That means magical things around the kingdom might not be getting fixed." Cedric nodded. "Exactly. And this crack," he held the wand closer to the light, "this is caused by magical overload. Someone must have used this wand for a spell far stronger than it could handle." Princess Sophia looked at the wand, feeling even more determined. "Then I have to find a way to fix it. The Royal Repair Fairy needs her wand back." Cedric raised an eyebrow. "Fixing a wand is not easy, Princess Sophia. You need the right materials, the right spell, and perfect precision. One mistake, and poof." He waved his hands dramatically. But Princess Sophia smiled confidently. "I know it won't be easy, Cedric, but I want to try. Magic is meant to help others, and if this wand can't do its job, then someone out there needs help." Cedric sighed dramatically, but couldn't hide a small smile. "Very well. If anyone can fix this, it's you, but you'll need to start by understanding the wand's magic. And for that, you must go to the Enchanted Library." Princess Sophia's heart lifted with hope. "Thank you, Cedric. I'll go right away." As she hurried out with the cracked wand glowing weakly in her hands, she felt a mix of excitement and responsibility. The Enchanted Library held countless secrets, and she knew it was a perfect place to begin her mission. She didn't know yet how difficult the journey would be, but she was ready. Before leaving the castle, Princess Sophia paused at the doorway and whispered to the wand, "Don't worry. I'll fix you. I promise." The wand flickered softly in response, as if it believed her. Princess Sophia rushed into the castle library with her purple gown swishing behind her, her heart beating fast with worry and determination. She had just discovered that the Royal Magical Compass, an ancient object that helped guide explorers through the Enchanted Forest, had suddenly stopped working. It wasn't just any magical item. It was important to the whole kingdom. King Roland used it during royal travels. The royal guards used it to rescue lost villagers. And even Cedric the sorcerer used it to keep track of magical disturbances. Now, the compass was dark, silent, and completely still. Princess Sofia placed the compass on a large wooden table and leaned in closer. The gold frame was cracked on one side, and the tiny needle inside lay flat like it had no magic left. "Oh, no! This is worse than I thought," Princess Sofia whispered. Just then, Clover hopped onto the table, his nose twitching. "What's with the grumpy-looking circle thing?" he asked. Princess Sofia smiled a little. "It's the magical compass. It's broken. And if I don't fix it soon, the kingdom might face lots of problems." Clover scratched his ear. "Well, good luck with that. I'm just here for snacks." Princess Sofia giggled, then gently picked up the compass again. She remembered how the compass used to glow bright gold, how its needle spun whenever danger was near, and how it always pointed away when someone was lost. It had saved so many people, and now it needed saving. She carried it to a quiet corner of the library where she kept some of her smaller, magical books. Among them was a worn-out spellbook given to her by Flora, Fauna, and Merryweather. Princess Sofia opened it carefully and turned the pages one by one until she reached a chapter titled, "Mending Magical Objects." Her eyes brightened. "It says here that to fix a broken magical item, I need to find the source of the damage," Princess Sofia read aloud. Clover tilted his head. "And how do you do that? You gonna ask the compass why it's sad?" Princess Sofia laughed again. "Not exactly, Clover, but there's a way to reveal the damage using a crystal light spell." She searched the shelves and found a small glowing crystal, one she had used in a lesson with Princess Hildegard. When she held it over the compass, the crystal began to shine brighter. A soft beam of blue light fell on the compass, revealing thin cracks that ran deep into its golden frame. Princess Sofia gasped softly. "This magical crack looks like it came from a burst of wild magic." "Wild magic," Clover repeated. "Sounds dangerous." "It can be. Wild magic happens when too many magical forces clash at once. But I wonder where it came from." Princess Sofia thought hard. She remembered helping a baby dragon last week when it accidentally sneezed fire magic inside the castle courtyard. Could that have caused the damage? Or was it from the strange weather storm that happened 2 nights ago? The enchanted clouds looked unusual that day. Princess Sofia lightly brushed her finger over the crack. The compass suddenly glowed for a brief moment, like it was reacting to her touch, then dimmed again. She felt a tiny spark. It wasn't much, but it was enough to give her hope. "There's still magic inside it," she said joyfully. "Great," Clover said. "So now what? You glue it back together with fairy dust or something?" Princess Sofia shook her head. "I need to repair the crack and recharge the magic inside." She flipped the page in her spellbook. "It says here that the only way to fix a magical item like this is to perform a Reparo Lumina spell, but only if the person doing it truly understands the item." Clover blinked. "That sounds like a lot of work." "It is," Princess Sofia said softly, "but I want to try. I've learned so much about magic, and this compass is important to everyone." She placed the compass gently on the table and surrounded it with 3 small crystals, one purple, one blue, and one clear. They formed a tiny glowing circle. The spellbook said the crystals would help focus the spell's power and keep the magic steady. Princess Sofia studied every step carefully. She didn't want to rush or make a mistake. She traced the crack with her wand, whispered the spell words under her breath, and practiced the movements exactly as the book described. But then she paused. A thought came to her mind. Cedric the sorcerer could easily fix this. He had years of experience, and his magic was powerful. Asking him would be faster, safer, and much easier. But Princess Sofia remembered all the times she wanted to prove she could do things on her own. She wasn't just a princess. She was a princess who learned magic, who helped her friends, and who solved problems with kindness and courage. "No," Princess Sophia whispered to herself. I want to try. I can do this. Clover sighed. Well, I guess I better stay and watch, just in case something explodes. Princess Sophia giggled again. I hope nothing explodes. She took a deep breath, pointed her wand at the glowing crystals, and whispered, Reparo Lumina. The crystals lit up. The compass began to glow. Magic swirled softly around the table. Something was happening, whether it was good or bad. Princess Sophia didn't know yet, but she was ready. Princess Sophia kept her wand pointed at the compass as the glowing crystals lit up brighter and brighter. The magic in the air began to swirl like tiny fireflies dancing around her. For a moment, everything seemed perfect. The light was soft, warm, and gentle, exactly how the spellbook described it. Princess Sophia felt hopeful. Maybe she really could fix the magical compass on her own. But then, something changed. The blue crystal flickered. The purple crystal buzzed. And the clear crystal began to shake like it couldn't hold the magic anymore. Princess Sophia widened her eyes. Oh no, this is not supposed to happen. The crystals suddenly burst upward in a flash of bright light. A wave of wild magic shot to the library, swirling so fast that papers flew, books flipped open on their own, and Clover jumped behind a stack of scrolls. I knew something was going to explode. Clover shouted from his hiding place. Princess Sophia shielded her face from the swirling magical wind. The compass glowed too brightly to look at directly, and the wand in her hand hummed with energy she hadn't meant to create. Stop, stop, Princess Sophia whispered, trying to end the spell. But the magic had already spiraled out of control. With a loud pop, the glowing crystals vanished completely, and the magical compass lifted into the air. Instead of repairing the crack, the magic made it worse. The thin crack on the golden frame split into several long, glowing fractures. The needle spun rapidly, then flew off the compass completely and shot across the room like a tiny arrow. It hit a bookshelf and stuck there, still spinning in place. Clover peeked from behind the scrolls with wide, terrified eyes. Sophia, please tell me that was supposed to happen. Princess Sophia shook her head slowly. No, not at all. The compass fell gently onto the table with a soft clink, now darker than it was before. The glow that had once been warm and soft was completely gone. All that remained was a dull, silent object that didn't look magical at all anymore. Princess Sophia felt her heart sink. She had tried to help, but instead, she had made everything worse. Clover hopped closer and looked at the compass. Well, that looks bad. Like really bad. Like Cedric is going to yell bad. Princess Sophia sat down, her shoulders slumping. I didn't mean to ruin it. I just wanted to fix it myself. I thought if I followed the spellbook carefully, it would work. Clover softened his voice. Hey, you were trying to help, and things go wrong sometimes. Princess Sophia stared at the broken compass. She felt the weight of responsibility pressing on her. The kingdom depended on this magical object during emergencies. Without it, people could get lost, magical creatures might wander into dangerous places, and Cedric wouldn't be able to track wild magic anymore. I have to fix this, Princess Sophia whispered to herself. But how? Clover twitched his whiskers. Well, you could ask Cedric. He is the royal sorcerer, you know. Princess Sophia took a deep breath. She knew Clover was right. Cedric had more magical knowledge than anyone she knew. But Princess Sophia also remembered the last time she accidentally broke something magical. Cedric had teased her for a whole week. What if he laughed? What if he got angry? But then she remembered something else. Cedric had changed. Over time, he had grown kinder and more helpful, especially after Princess Sophia had helped him so many times. Maybe he wouldn't be upset. Maybe he would actually help her. Princess Sophia stood up slowly. You're right, Clover. I have to tell Cedric. Even if I'm scared, I can't fix this alone. Clover sighed with relief. Finally, I was afraid you'd try another spell and turn me into a carrot or something. Princess Sophia couldn't help smiling a little. No carrots today. She picked up the broken compass carefully and held it close. It felt lighter now, almost hollow, like its magic had slipped away completely. Princess Sophia felt a small ache in her chest. She didn't like failing, especially when it came to helping others. But she knew that hiding her mistake wouldn't make anything better. Together, Princess Sophia and Clover walked through the long hallway leading to Cedric's workshop. Torches glowed on the stone walls, and their footsteps echoed softly. As they got closer, they heard Cedric's voice inside, muttering spells, clinking bottles, and complaining to himself as usual. Princess Sophia knocked gently on the wooden door. Cedric's voice snapped, "Who's disturbing my extremely important work?" He opened the door mid-sentence and froze when he saw Princess Sophia standing there. "Oh, Princess Sophia. Well, hello. What brings you here?" he asked, trying to sound calm but clearly curious. Princess Sophia held out the cracked compass with both hands. "Cedric, I need your help. I tried to fix the magical compass, but I made it worse. I didn't mean to, and now it might not work at all." Cedric's eyebrows shot up. "You try to fix this? This is advanced magical craftsmanship." Princess Sophia lowered her head. "I know, and I'm sorry." Cedric looked at the compass again, then at Princess Sophia, then back at the compass. To her surprise, he didn't shout. He didn't laugh. He didn't tease her. He simply sighed deeply. "Well, let me take a look." And that tiny bit of kindness gave Princess Sophia hope again. Cedric gently took the broken magical compass from Princess Sophia's hands and held it up to the light in his workshop. The room was filled with bubbling potions, stacks of spellbooks, glowing jars, and magical objects of all shapes and sizes. Everything looked a little messy, but Cedric always insisted that he knew exactly where everything was. Princess Sophia and Clover watched silently as Cedric examined the compass with a serious expression. He tapped it lightly, listened to a faint echo inside, and even sniffed it, which made Clover whisper, "Why is he smelling it?" Princess Sophia shrugged, unsure. Cedric finally exhaled deeply. "Well, Princess Sophia, you definitely made the damage worse." Princess Sophia lowered her head. "I know, but," Cedric continued, raising a finger dramatically, "you also kept the inner core from collapsing completely, and that, surprisingly, means you still have a chance to save it." Princess Sophia lifted her eyes. "Really? I didn't completely ruin it." Cedric gave a small nod. "Not entirely. The spell you attempted was ambitious. Too ambitious for someone your age, but it shows you've been practicing." He gave a sideways glance that almost looked like approval. Almost. Clover crossed his arms. "So you can fix it?" Cedric made a face. "Well, I could, but I think this is a good opportunity for Princess Sophia to learn something very important." Princess Sophia blinked. "Learn something?" Cedric set the compass on his work table and pulled out a large, dusty spellbook. "Yes, you see, magic is not just about reading spells and waving wands. It's about understanding, and sometimes it's about responsibility." He opened the book to a page titled Core Bond Restoration. Princess Sophia leaned closer. The page showed drawings of magical objects and glowing hearts in the center. She traced the illustrations with her eyes. "What does it mean?" Cedric folded his hands behind his back. "Every magical object has a core, not a heart." "Exactly, but something very close, a source of magic energy. When that core is damaged, the object loses its power. Fixing the outside isn't enough. You must fix the inside." Princess Sophia nodded slowly. "So, I have to repair the core?" Cedric sighed. "Correct. And repairing a core requires patience, calmness, focus, and cooperation." He looked at Princess Sophia with a knowing stare. "Something you seemed to skip when you tried the Reparo Lumina spell." Princess Sophia blushed. "I just wanted to do it quickly." "And that," Cedric said sharply, "is exactly why magic went wrong." Clover whispered to Princess Sophia, "He's right." Things exploded. "I saw my life flash before my eyes. Twice." Princess Sophia giggled softly, then turned serious again. "Cedric, I'm ready to learn. Just tell me what I need to do." Cedric looked both surprised and pleased. "Very well, but listen closely." He pointed to the spellbook. "To repair the core of this compass, We must perform a 3-step magical process. Princess Sofia stood straighter. I'm ready. Cedric continued. Step 1. Stabilize the cracks by using a glowstone powder mixture. He opened a drawer filled with sparkly ingredients. Princess Sofia gently picked up a small jar labeled glowstone powder. It shimmered like crushed stars. Cedric nodded approvingly. Good. Sprinkle it over the cracks carefully. Not too much, not too little. Princess Sofia held her breath and sprinkled the powder. It twinkled as it touched the broken compass, settling into the cracks like soft, glowing dust. Cedric smiled. Excellent. You're doing well. Step 2, he said, flipping to the next page of the spellbook, is to reconnect the inner core using a low-power spark spell. Princess Sophia's eyes widened. Spark? But what if I make the magic explode again? Cedric waved a hand. You won't, because this time I will guide you. He handed Princess Sofia a small practice wand made of oak. Repeat after me and move exactly as I do. Cedric demonstrated a gentle swirl of the wand, then a soft tap. Princess Sofia copied him slowly, carefully. She felt nervous, but Cedric's calm tone helped her relax. Very good, Cedric said softly. Now aim at the compass and say, Sparkus Linea. Princess Sofia whispered the spell, and a tiny spark of light flashed from her wand, calm, gentle, and controlled. The spark touched the center of the compass, and the cracks glowed faintly as though waking up. It's working. Princess Sofia gasped. Cedric nodded. Yes, you are stabilizing the core. Clover clapped slowly. No explosions. I'm very proud. Cedric ignored him and pointed to the spellbook again. Step 3. Recharge the magic inside. This is the hardest part. You must pour your own magic into the compass. Princess Sophia's eyes went wide. My magic? But what if I don't have enough? Cedric placed a hand on her shoulder. Princess Sofia, your magic comes from your kindness, bravery, and desire to help. You have more than enough. Princess Sofia felt her heart warm. Cedric continued softly. Hold the compass. Close your eyes. Think of why you want to fix it. Think of the people who rely on it. Let your magic flow naturally. Princess Sofia held the compass gently. She closed her eyes. She thought of the villagers, the royal guards, her family, and even Cedric. She thought about wanting to help everyone. She felt her chest grow warm. Slowly, a soft purple light glowed around her hands. Cedric whispered, Good, let it go. The purple light flowed into the compass, filling its cracks with warm, glowing energy. The compass suddenly gave a small hum, then another, then a spark of bright golden light burst from its center. Princess Sofia opened her eyes. It's glowing. Cedric nodded with pride. You did it, Princess Sofia. Princess Sofia gazed down at the magical compass, glowing warmly in her hands. The golden cracks had softened into bright lines of light, looking almost like stars stitched into its surface. The needle, which had flown across the room earlier, now floated back into place as if the compass recognized its own heartbeat again. Cedric carefully guided it with a gentle spell until it settled exactly where it belonged. There, Cedric said, sounding both relieved and impressed. It's not just repaired, it's stronger than before. Princess Sofia's eyes sparkled. I'm so glad. I really wanted to fix it the right way this time. Clover sniffed proudly. And nothing exploded. That's what I call a successful mission. Cedric rolled his eyes. Yes, yes. Wonderful. No explosions. But Princess Sofia noticed a small smile forming at the corners of his mouth. Princess Sofia held the compass close, feeling its warm glow against her palms. For a moment, she simply admired it. She couldn't stop smiling. After everything that had gone wrong, after the explosion, the wild magic storm, and even after feeling ashamed of making a mistake, she had found the courage to try again. And with Cedric's guidance, she had learned something magical, something important, something she would remember forever. Cedric clapped his hands together suddenly. Well, since your magical object is fixed, I suppose you should bring it to King Roland before he realizes it's missing. Princess Sofia nodded. Yes, he'll be so relieved. But just as she turned toward the door, a sharp, urgent knock echoed through the workshop. Cedric frowned. Who could that be at this hour? Princess Sophia opened the door and found Bailiwick, the castle steward, panting for breath. "Oh, Princess Sophia." "Sir Cedric," he gasped. "You're needed at once. There's trouble in the Enchanted Forest." Princess Sophia stepped forward. "What happened?" Bailiwick straightened his coat. "A group of villagers went inside earlier today to gather herbs and berries, but now they're lost. The forest magic became unstable suddenly, and no one can find the correct path." Cedric's face grew serious. "The magical compass, without it, they won't know how to navigate the forest's shifting trails." Princess Sophia's heart tightened. "Then we have to go right now." She held up the newly repaired compass. The golden glow pulsed as if it understood the urgency. Bailiwick's eyes widened. "You fixed it?" "Princess Sophia, that's wonderful." Princess Sophia beamed. "Let's hurry." Princess Sophia, Cedric, and Clover rushed through the castle courtyard and into the enchanted forest. As soon as they entered, the atmosphere changed. The air shimmered strangely, and the trees seemed to move ever so slightly, their branches twisting into unfamiliar shapes. Even the ground looked different, glowing in places, dark in others, like the forest couldn't decide what it wanted to be. Princess Sophia held the compass firmly. "Please work," she whispered. The compass glowed brighter, and the needle spun once, twice, then pointed sharply to the left. "This way." Princess Sophia called, leading the group deeper into the forest. Cedric walked behind her, wand ready in case the magic grew unstable again. "Stay alert. The forest reacts to emotion. If the villagers were frightened, the magic could be distorted." Clover hopped nervously. "Great. A scared forest. That's not terrifying at all." Princess Sophia kept walking until she heard faint voices in the distance, worried voices calling for help. "I think they're close," she said. She followed the compass around a bend of tall trees, and there they were, 5 villagers huddled together beside a giant twisted root, looking lost and tired. "Princess Sophia," one of them cried. "We've been trying to get out for hours. Everything keeps changing." Princess Sophia hurried toward them. "Don't worry. You're safe now. The compass will lead us out." The villagers stared in awe at the glowing compass. "But the compass was broken," another villager whispered. Princess Sophia smiled proudly. "Not anymore." Princess Sophia held the compass high, and the needle pointed firmly toward the exit path. Cedric cast a gentle guiding light spell so everyone could walk safely. As they moved together, the forest slowly began to calm. The glowing patches softened into green moss, and the twisted trees straightened themselves again, as if the forest trusted Princess Sophia's magic. After a short walk, the group reached the edge of the forest. The villagers breathed sighs of relief. "Thank you, Princess Sophia," said one villager, bowing gratefully. "You saved us," another added. Princess Sophia felt her heart warm with pride, but she shook her head. "We all worked together, and Cedric helped me fix the compass. I couldn't have done it alone." Cedric pretended to cough, hiding a smile. "Yes, well, she did most of the work." Clover laughed, and nothing exploded this time. Everyone laughed. Princess Sophia looked down at the glowing compass, feeling happy, proud, and stronger than before. She had made a mistake. She had learned from it, and she had grown, just like real magic always teaches. She smiled to herself. Princess Sophia had fixed the compass. But more importantly, Princess Sophia had fixed her confidence.